Good morning, Ryan.
Morning, Mr. Bob.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Excellent. Where are you headed?
I'm going to the auditorium.
Do you mind if I walk with you and ask you a few questions?
Sure, no problem.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
A 9. College acceptances are rolling in, so it's been pretty good.
Describe Holy Trinity in one word.
Joy.
How many times do you press snooze on your alarm?
Snooze. I don't even use an alarm to wake up.
How do you get to school each morning?
Sometimes I'll take the blue line. Other times, someone will give me a ride.
What emotion do you feel when you walk through the front doors?
Anticipation for the new day.
What's inspiring you right now?
There's this comic book series that I'm reading. It's called Gintama. It's really hilarious, and it's inspiring me as of late.
Who at Holy Trinity would you live with on a deserted island?
That'd probably be my best friend, Cielo.
What's your secret talent?
My secret talent? I'm a playwright.
What's the best after-school hangout?
Probably would be first floor in the teachers' rooms.
What HT tradition do you love?
Probably would be senior robing because we get to thank all the teachers that have helped us along the way.
What are you most proud of?
Probably would be writing and directing my own play for HT.
What is your favorite Holy Cross value?
Probably would be family.
Describe me in 3 words.
Mr. Bob, probably be always really excited.
If your life was a musical, what would the marquee say?
Well, since my life's been pretty random, probably would be Buffalo, 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 because that's pretty random.
Do you consider yourself a leader?
Yeah, I consider myself a leader.
Excellent. Thanks for your time this morning. Have a great day.
No problem. You too, Mr. Bob.
Hi, Diamond. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Bob. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. You have perfect timing. Can I walk you to class?
Yeah, of course.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
I would say about an 8, not a 10, but close enough.
Describe Holy Trinity in one word.
Definitely will have to be family.
What is one goal you are working toward right now?
Getting a 4.0, I am so close.
What advice would you give to your freshman self?
To get more involved, that's where I met my best friends.
What book should everyone read?
Native Son. I read it in honors sophomore English, and it was so good.
What is your favorite Holy Cross value?
Family. Are you seeing a trend here?
Which teacher is Holy Trinity's best dressed?
For sure, Dr. Baker. Her shoes are always on point.
Who inspires you?
My mom.
Describe yourself in a hashtag.
I would say hashtag food lover because I love to eat.
What class has challenged you the most?
Pre-calc.
What are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of getting the Chick Evans Scholarship, which is a full ride to a 4-year university.
Which teacher would win America's Got Talent?
Mr. Helbig for sure. He's multi-talented.
Where do you see yourself next year?
On a college campus, working towards what I would like to major in.
Who has had the greatest impact on your time at Holy Trinity?
Dr. Baker. And the shortest time of her being here, she has been very compassionate, yet very understanding.
Are you ready to lead?
Mr. Bob, I am more than ready to lead.
Sounds great. Thanks for your time. Have a good class.
Thank you, Mr. Bob.
Hi, Susie. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Bob. I'm fine, and you?
I am great. Do you have a few minutes for a few questions?
Yeah,
Can I walk with you?
sure.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
A solid 6. Abnormal but interesting.
Describe Holy Trinity in one word.
Family.
What's one thing that people don't know about you?
I'm a social butterfly, so I would say that I once had a cat.
What Holy Trinity tradition do you love?
Service Day. That's when we all go out to help our community.
What is inspiring you in life right now?
The people that God has placed in my life so far.
What's your favorite lunch served in the cafeteria?
The big taco shell with the meat inside.
What's the best piece of advice you have received?
When Miss Claire one day told me to always look at the bright side in a dark situation.
What has surprised you during your time at Holy Trinity?
I was once a shy 8th grader, but now I am a volleyball player.
Cubs or White Sox?
Definitely the White Sox, the best.
What motivates you?
To always become the best version of myself.
What advice would you give your freshman self?
To never let people's opinion affect me in a negative way.
What is your favorite Holy Cross value?
Family.
How do you lead?
I lead with an open mind to make sure other leaders grow as well.
Thanks for your time. Good evening, Holy Trinity Nation. We made it. I don't mean the fact that I'm here, rather the blessing that we have all made it through a most challenging and even frightening year. Last year, when we were all together at Navy Pier and accomplished amazing things, breaking all fundraising records for Holy Trinity, we had no idea how our lives would change over the next 12 months. But we are here, and for that we are incredibly grateful. That alone is worth a party. And Holy Trinity is here as well. We opened our door to students in August for the beginning of school after an incredibly dedicated summer of preparation by faculty and staff. And we are open for instruction today. I wish you could have been in my shoes at 6:50 a.m. on August 18th as I opened the main doors of the school for students. Their excitement for returning to school after an absence of 6 months was incredible. They were home. During the pandemic, enrollment has grown. Why? Well, what the Brothers of Holy Cross started 111 years ago, the central idea that everyone should be dedicated to each student's learning and every student is important, is vibrant and growing and very important in today's world. Now, people make the difference at Holy Trinity. Dedicated teachers, concerned parents, proud alumni, generous donors. People like Brian and Christine Richards. Now, if you know them, you may be asking yourself, what took you so long? Fair enough, we own that. If you don't know them, we are excited to tell you their story. Tonight is their night. So let's say hello to our 2021 Guardians of Hope honorees, Brian and Christine, with their family. There they are. Hi guys, how are you?
Hey Tim, how are you?
Good, that looks like the perfect picture. People are getting ready, you excited?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, I can hear some noise in the background. I think the party's getting
Yeah,
started.
yes, exactly. The party has absolutely gotten started.
Well, we want you to know from us, we are so thrilled tonight to do this to honor you because I can't think of anybody else that deserves it more. So enjoy the night, stick with us, and remember, you have done tremendous service to Holy Trinity. God bless.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Have a fun evening, everybody.
We are very grateful for the wonderful support of all of our sponsors who have helped us set the foundation for success tonight. Our presenting sponsors this evening are AEG Partners with Craig and Kelly Dean, Big Shoulders Fund, Bob Buford, the Geese Foundation, Creighton and Justin Hartenoff, Paul Hastings, John and Diana Raitt, and Wells Fargo. We have a great night planned. We have always believed that the best way to tell people about Holy Trinity is through our students' eyes. Our student MCs are on their way and only a few minutes away. We'll have fun honoring Brian and Christine for their dedication to our mission, and we will raise $1 million for financial assistance at Holy Trinity. So, with that goal in mind, let's check out how we are doing toward that $1 million goal with pre-event support. Amazing. We are almost halfway there. We have already raised, through the effort of many and the generosity of many, $450,000. Now, to add your support, text Guardians of Hope to 243725 if you haven't done so already, to register your information. Once you've done that, you begin browsing the different categories to place your bid. The text to give number will be at the bottom of your screen throughout the evening to make sure you don't miss out on any of the fun. By chance, if our program freezes, don't panic. Simply close the program and launch it by clicking the link. Probably will fix the issue. I hear something. I think it sounds like our school bus pulling up. Our student MCs are coming. If you are a returning Guardians of Hope guest, you know our student MCs are the highlight of our program. And if you're a first-time guest, then you are in for a real treat. I am pleased to introduce to you our 3 MCs, all seniors, Susie, Ryan, and Diamond.
Good evening, everyone. As Mr. Bob said, I am Susie Delgado.
I'm Ryan.
And I am Diamond, and we are so excited that you are here tonight.
Well, Mr. Bob, now that we're here, I think you can sit back and enjoy the show.
Really?
We're certain. Remember when you asked us if we were ready to lead?
I do remember that.
Well, now is our time to shine.
All right. The stage is yours. Have fun. Do a great job.
Thank you. Wow, I can't stop looking around. This studio is incredible. I know everyone is sad that we're not gathered in person, but after tonight, I am pretty sure I'll be ready for my debut on CNN.
Okay, Miss CNN. It's time for us to get the show on the road. As Mr. Bob mentioned, in the next 45 minutes, we're going to raise $1 million for the financial assistance program at HT.
Accomplishing this goal will further develop our thriving arts department,
2 student-written and produced plays a year, in addition to a concert band and a growing ceramics studio.
and continue remarkable partnerships with colleges and institutions like Northwestern University and Smith College.
Yeah, like last year when I spent the summer at Smith College for their science and engineering program.
and create clear pathways to colleges for first-generation, high-performing students.
Hey, Diamond, have you been accepted into any colleges yet?
Yeah, just a few. University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, University of Minnesota, Ohio State, Michigan State, University of San Francisco, Mizzou.
Oh, okay. Back to tonight's goal. You're probably wondering how we're going to do it and how you can help. Well, we've got all those answers for you, right, Susie?
Oh, yes. First, you can participate in the Buy It Now wine auction. None of us know much about this topic, but we do know you adults love this portion of this evening and have heard this amazing selection is amazing. And you're not going to want to miss out. Remember, you can text Guardians of Hope to 243725 to participate in tonight's wine auction.
Cheers.
Second, the silent auction.
Hey, have you seen some of those items for the silent auction? My 10-year-old self is freaking out over the American Girl birthday basket.
Are you kidding me? I desperately want to win that Tony Kukoc jersey. It also comes with a Netflix gift card so you can rewatch The Last Dance.
All right, everyone, I need your attention. I want to let you in on a little secret. This year, us students as the development office had 2 silent auction items that you can all bid on to help us thank our teachers.
Here's what we've come up with. A food truck during Teacher Appreciation Week and an ice cream sundae bar during exam week. I think we can all agree that our teachers deserve a little extra appreciation this year.
Speaking of teachers, we better get back to our instructions and let our guests know how else they can help us reach our goal. In addition to the Buy It Now wine and silent auction, guests can also purchase a raffle ticket or 2 for a chance to win a turntable.
That's awesome. Who doesn't love records?
You can also participate in the live auction, but we'll leave those details up to Mr. Bob and Mrs. Sassano.
The last way to make an education possible at HT is the paddle race. That's always the best part of the night.
That's where the magic happens.
Before that, we invite you to see the magic that happens at Holy Trinity each day.
Take a look.
God. He is always present, always active in our lives, challenging us, guiding us, making us whole. United by the gospel and the beliefs of the Brothers of Holy Cross, we nurture our students academically, spiritually, and personally, so they have the competence to see and the courage to act. It is in our faith that we find the strength to make this world a better place. Discipline, integrity, excellence. These values shape our hearts and minds. With passion and zeal, we take the lead in pursuit of justice, love, and equality. Together, we are Holy Trinity.
This evening doesn't happen without the effort of many. It all starts with the Brothers of Holy Cross, who continue to inspire us with their vision of providing opportunity to all for a quality, values-based, life-changing education. Leadership for this event is critical, especially this year. The game plan for our successful Guardians was thrown out the window when we had to move to a remote event. But our co-chairs, Creighton and Justin Hartenoff, didn't blink. They became even more focused and creative and made us believe that we could make this night very special. We can't forget our auction committee for months of hard work. Gretchen Carlotti, Sarah Glaviano, Ashley Norris, Kate Lucas, Marcia Pollard, and Marissa Kunkel. Finally, our dedicated teachers and staff who work tirelessly to reach our students and build impactful relationships with them. And of course, our academic leader, Dr. Quincy Payton, a graduate of Holy Trinity, class of 1995. They are the heart of Holy Trinity. And of course, we have the behind-the-scenes people who are so critical to our success. Our COO, John Malloy, who takes care of the business side of Holy Trinity. Our excellent development team, led by the amazing Casey Sassano and supported for this event by Kate Lucas and Melissa Machowski for their expertise and creativity. Speaking of Casey, if it's time for the live auction, it must be time for Mrs. Sassano. Casey, are you ready for the remote version of the live auction?
I am, Tim. I had to park the bus first, but I'm here now.
Excellent. We've all had a miserable Chicago winter weather. We all hated February. Let's have some fun. I know there's some trips in the live auction, Casey. I want to see how they're doing because I know people have been bidding all day.
They sure have, Tim. Things are going fast.
Can you give us a kind of a quick summary of where we are?
Absolutely. All right. Well, before we really get started and dive into those live auction items, I think we should talk about the rules and regulations. So, first, get those paddles out, get ready to go. I mean your cell phone, not your paddles. You're going to want to text Guardians of Hope to 243725 to bid and review these fabulous auction items. Now, make sure your wine glass is full and tap into your competitive nature. It's go time.
All right.
Tim, I have taken the liberty and I have cleared your calendar so that we can go on each one of these trips and experience the live auction items.
Wow, if you can do that, you're even better than I thought you were.
Well, let's see where you're headed on Monday.
Well, that looks beautiful. Is this a private oceanfront home in Punta Mita, Mexico?
You've got a good eye. This is Punta Mita, Mexico. Our first item is a week's getaway to this luxurious home. I cannot think of a better place to spend a week with friends and family. You have a private pool, sandy beaches, and premier golf.
Whoa, it's great, but before I get too sunburned, I think we better move on to the next item.
All right, I hope you're hungry because Tuesday's item is a pig roast for 30. Have you ever been to a pig roast before?
I have. They're kind of weird with that pig staring you down, but they are so much fun. Who doesn't love a visit from Campanary's Ice Cream to boot? That's a great package, Casey.
Absolutely. Now that you've been properly fed, it's time to move on to our next item. On Wednesday, you're back on the road in sunny, warm Scottsdale, Arizona. We have 4 nights at the Four Seasons Resort for a little golf and relaxation.
I love golf. It hates me.
I'm not going to touch that comment, but after golf, you better refuel. Let's see what your calendar looks like on Thursday. Oh, you are in luck. The next item is the Rate Wine Dinner at George Trois.
Wow, not only great food and wonderful wine, but even better company.
Well, after that meal, we better fill your Friday with a little physical activity. How about golf, tennis, and swimming for a week in Hilton Head, South Carolina?
Wow. Whew. No better way to burn off a few calories than a week at Hilton Head.
How's your tennis game?
Slightly better than my golf game.
Okay, we're making progress. You've made it to the weekend. One might think this is where you get to relax and rest on the couch, but this is Guardians of Hope world. We have no time for relaxing. Tim, You are off to South Bend for a Notre Dame football game.
Whoa, USC versus Notre Dame. Talk about tradition. Nothing better than the Fighting Irish and the Trojans battling it out for victory and sitting at the 45-yard line, taking it all in.
Well, that's always a favorite here at Guardians of Hope. I don't know about you, but this week has flown by. One last stop, and what better way to end the week at one of the top Mexico resorts?
Wow. So I'm picturing this now. A margarita and a lounge chair. Heaven. I think I might need a nap, though.
Oh, probably. Well, you can nap for a whole week because it's a week-long vacation.
Very nice, very nice.
Should we take a look at the following week and see where we're going next?
No, I think 1 week is plenty of activity for me, but thank you. Now, we know that Casey always has everything together, but even she doesn't know about this surprise. Because of the special challenge that we have had this year, the donors for Hilton Head, Tim and Becky Sheehan, and Punta Mita, Mexico, Creighton and Justin Hartnov, have doubled up their generosity. That's right, we have 2 of each trip.
Okay, I think I've got this. The winners get 1 week, and we get to go in the next week?
Ooh, I wish, no. What it really means is the top 2 bidders for each will receive the trips.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm out of here. I gotta go bid.
That's our preview of the live auction, folks. Happy bidding and good luck. Remember, final bidding ends at 7:45 p.m. sharp. Using Ryan's own words, this is where the magic happens. The next 15 minutes will provide us the opportunity to assist so many students that desire a Holy Trinity education. We are going to fill that gap between cost to educate and ability of our students to afford tuition by raising $400,000 in the paddle race. Every pledge helps. We are blessed tonight to have supporters all across the United States. Let's join them now as they join us in the beginning of the paddle race. All right. Hello, everybody.
Huh? Hi, say hey.
Excellent, excellent. Are we ready in Austin, Texas?
Walter Bledsoe, Board of Trustees member, and
Jeanette Bledsoe. We are ready.
let's light this candle, y'all.
Hey, Walter, I want you to know I missed you this morning in our usual setting of the place cards for Guardians of Hope.
I was about to ask you what's new, Tim.
Thank you for being with us. Are we ready in Miami, Florida? I don't think they can hear me. Let's skip that. Are we ready? Oh, there we are. Alfredo and Jeanette, are you ready?
Ready.
Where are the kids? I thought you would have the kids. Where's Alexander? Where's Alani?
We had to fight them off and bribe them to stay quiet for a couple minutes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Thank you.
All right, let's go to Charlotte, North Carolina. Are you ready?
Hi, everyone. This is Eric Christensen, Board Emeritus member, and my wife, Tina. former member of the auction committee. We are ready.
All right.
In the home of the NASCAR Hall of Fame, Charlotte, North Carolina. Cheers.
Hey, Eric and Tina, this is a long way from the days of Guardians of Hope in your day, isn't it?
It sure is, Tim.
Unbelievable. What a great job.
Thank you, guys. Are we ready in Longboat Key, Florida?
You bet, Tim. We are ready in Longboat Key. I'm a long supporter of Holy Trinity and especially the music department. And with me tonight, I have the director, Holy Trinity's director of music appreciation, Miss Jessica.
Thank you.
And we are definitely ready down here in sunny Florida.
Ladies, you look like you are having way too much fun tonight.
Oh, we are. No doubt. Definitely. And the champagne is pouring.
All right, everybody. Let's give ourselves a Holy Trinity start to this bidding process. When I say 3, let's have those glasses raised and let's say, start your bidding. 1, 2, 3.
Start your bidding.
Thank you. Over the years, your support has been at these levels: $25,000, $10,000, $5,000, $2,500, $1,000, $500, $250, and $100. Normally, you are waving those paddles in the air trying to get my attention when we get to your desired giving level. This year, your phone is your paddle. Please make your donation now. Well, hi, Susie. What do you have there?
Oh, these are all the bidder numbers from last year's event.
And that's a pretty impressive stat. But why do you have them here with you tonight?
Well, when I was preparing for tonight, I was looking for some inspiration. And I thought it might be helpful to think about all those who have supported me along the way at Holy Trinity. While it's easy to see my parents and family and you and the teachers, it's a little harder to see those in our broader community. But at last year's Guardians of Hope, I remember seeing all of those petals go up after Aaron and Gabe's speech. So I thought I would bring out last year's petals for a little motivation.
Pretty clever, Susie.
I thought so too, Mr. Bob. It kind of feels like these bidder numbers belong here.
Belong here. That sounds familiar.
It sure does. These bidder numbers belong here, just like the students at HT belong at 1443 West Division Street. A short 4 years ago, I wasn't very sure where I belonged. My family and I were in search of the perfect high school. I had worked very hard at my elementary school at Our Lady of Guadalupe on the south side. I had high marks and I was at the top of my class. My teacher said I had my pick at the high school I wanted to attend. I visited all the top Catholic high schools around the city, but each time my shadow day concluded, I knew that school wasn't for me. These schools were great schools. Their students were friendly, their teachers were caring, their alums attended top colleges and universities, but for some reason, I knew they weren't for me. My mom had one last shadow day scheduled. This visit would be at Holy Trinity. I wasn't particularly excited about this shadow day. You see, my uncle Omar graduated from HT in 2012, and for some reason, I was always thinking it was too small and too far from home. But my mom makes the rules, and I went to the shadow day. My visit was perfect. I kept waiting for that nagging feeling that I experienced at the other schools. But the final bell rang, and I headed down to the admissions office to meet my mom. As I walked into the office, there painted on the wall was big lettering saying, "You belong here." I laughed because it was like God painted that message on the wall. I had asked for a sign and, well, he gave me one. As the years passed by at Holy Trinity, it is as if the letters on the wall in the admissions office grew along with me. The lettering was just clear enough when I was a freshman to push me along. I joined the volleyball team and also became a student ambassador for the admissions office, ensuring that any other student who was looking for a place to belong felt just that when they visited. My sophomore year came and my class schedule was more challenging. Practices became more demanding, and I experienced my first dose of high school drama and peer pressure. I lost focus, and just as you would expect, my grades reflected it. One really hard day, I walked by the admissions office and saw the "You belong here" once again. This time, the lettering looked more like a neon sign than just simple white letters. Standing under that sign was Miss Claire, or maybe it was Mr. Morales. It might have been Miss Ruby. Really, it could have been any of the 55 faculty or staff members at Holy Trinity, because everyone in that building has played an important role in my life. All I know is that it was one of the caring adults in the building that saw my pain and frustration and helped me walk through the hard days. As Miss Claire would say, they helped me find the light on the darkest days. That year, each one of my mentors and teachers reminded me that I had great potential and to overcome whatever problem I was facing that day. More importantly, they taught me that I was worthy of a promising future. I could have easily given into peer pressure. My grades could have fallen below repair, and I could have thrown away my future. But at Holy Trinity, that isn't an option. Our teachers, the staff, and the administration don't let that happen. They see potential in each one of us. So when statistics say we won't make it, and our neighborhoods confirm that, when we feel like giving up, our teachers roll up their sleeves and remind us that we belong. We belong at Holy Trinity. We belong at top-rated universities. We belong in the boardroom. In addition to the exceptional education, this is what I learned each day at Holy Trinity.
You're right, Susie. All students at Holy Trinity belong. That's why it's so important for our guest tonight to participate in the paddle race. Hey, Ryan. What do you have there?
Well, Mr. Bob, I've always imagined this scene. You know, me in a tux, on a stage, with a sealed envelope in my hand that needs to be opened. But, you know, the daydream always concludes with, with an Oscar in my hand, but I think what's in this envelope might be pretty cool as well.
Well, let's get to it. I would not give up on that dream, by the way, with your talent. All right, let's see. Well, just as I expected, those that have been to Guardians before know that we have been very fortunate to have a matching component to the paddle race. Each year, there's a different angle to the requirement of the match. I have got some old eyes here. Ryan, could you help and read that check for me?
$100,000? That's the largest check I've ever seen.
Woo. That's a lot of money. Incredibly, this is the largest match that we have ever had for the paddle race. But it's only a check right now. We have to earn it.
Tell me how.
If we make it to $250,000 in paddle raise gifts, the $100,000 match automatically kicks in.
So $250,000 turns to $350,000.
Exactly. Now, Ryan, before you share your story, would you mind if we paused to thank all of the donors that have given at the $25,000 level?
Sounds like a great plan.
Very good. We've had an absolutely fantastic start, folks. We want to thank those donors, all of them, and especially those who have given at the $25,000 level. Larry Martin and Raquel Beck, John and Diana Raitt, Brian Richards, Christine Richards, Henry and Leslie Berghoff, Mark White.
Thank you so much for donating. Everyone at HT thanks you. So, the Golden Globes were last Sunday, and that means that it is officially award season. I'm not sure that Hollywood is in my future, but I'm certain that if I was ever to receive one of those flashy statues, I'd be sure to thank my family, my parents, probably my agent, my fans, the crew and the actor that I worked with. But last and certainly not least, I would thank Holy Trinity. Have you ever walked by the HT building before? It doesn't really look that exciting. To be honest, it kind of looks like a warehouse. How do I know this? Because on the first day that I went to HT for my entrance exam, my dad and I passed it because it looked like a warehouse. I think that HT offers something that no other Catholic high school has, and that's just how much their teachers care for the students. When I entered HT 4 years ago, I was just going to go in to do my work, leave, and not bother with any of the extracurricular activities that the school had to offer. I was like this in elementary. Why not in high school, I thought. I think it was safe to say that I was wrong. If you're like me and you like to watch niche British television, I bet you're familiar with the TARDIS from Doctor Who. Outside, it is a police box. Inside, it is a multi-dimensional time machine and spacecraft. I think that's what HT is in a sense. Inside, it's a warehouse, and outside, it is a warehouse as well, but inside it is a place that truly does care. I think that Mr. Rail and Mr. West pushing me to do drama club was when I really thought that it would be different. And it was. I worked on my first production, The Wizard of Oz. I also wrote my first play with the help of Mr. Helbig, which was a story about Arachne and Jack the Ripper. And if it weren't for the pandemic, I would have been able to direct and write my very own play. When you come into this school, you may not expect much. You may expect the school to be run down, the teachers not to care about their job, etc. But that's not the case with HT. Never in my life have I seen a place that's more welcoming, more caring than HT. I had expectations for this school, but they blew it out of the park. Every time. Every single time, HT blows it out of the park. Like Joe Carter in the 1993 World Series, with HT, you'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
Ryan, you are amazing. You went from Hollywood to the Major League Baseball in such a short time.
Just like HT has classes, programs, clubs, and sports for everyone.
Or just like the giving levels we have tonight. We have something for everyone.
Good one. I gotta get out of here and go help Susie crunch those numbers for tonight's total.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, Diamond, my stomach has been churning. Our donors are so generous, but we've got to get to $250,000. What do you think? Do you think we got it?
I think we did it.
Do you think we should ask to see the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't know. Are you sure?
Positive.
You sure we shouldn't stall and wait around a little bit?
No, let's get right to it.
All right, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to hide my eyes, but you look and you tell me if we made it, all right? Okay.
Mr. Bob, look at that number.
Ho, ho, ho! We smashed it. What an amazing sight to see. Wow, it's pretty incredible, isn't it, Diamond? Do you know what's more incredible than that number?
What's that?
It's the people that stand behind that number. Why don't you turn around again and take another look at that screen? That's our Holy Trinity family. Our parents, our teachers, our alumni, our board members, and our donors. These are incredible people that make tonight's number possible.
I am very proud to be a part of the HT family.
Now, one of these pictures up here, right there, is Mr. Bledsoe and his 2 dogs. Well, because of Mr. and Mrs. Bledsoe, we have a very special opportunity tonight. Walter and Jeanette, our 2019 and 2020 Guardians of Hope co-chairs, want us to know that they are still believers in the mission of Holy Trinity. As a special acknowledgement for the efforts of this year's chairs, Creighton and Justin Hartnoff, they have pledged a $20,000 match for right now. Any gift given in the next 5 minutes will be matched 1-to-1 up to $20,000. Thank you, Walter and Jeanette. Come on, folks, even if you've already bid, this is the time. Help put us over the top with Walter and Jeanette's new match. Perfect.
What do you want to be when you grow up? That answer always came so easy to me as a kid. I could answer in the blink of an eye. I wanted to be a teacher, of course. I spent hours practicing my teaching skills with my teddy bears and dolls in front of a big whiteboard. As I get closer to that grown-up mark, I am not as quick to answer anymore. Back when I was a kid, it was less complicated. I had fewer titles. I was just Diamond, a first grader who wanted to be a teacher. Now, there are titles and roles that do define me. Some of them good, some of them a bit more difficult to swallow. I am the daughter of a breast cancer survivor, a sister of a teenager who was killed in a random act of gun violence. On the flip side, I am vice president of the National Honor Society, a golf caddy, and student government president. I am the recipient of a full tuition scholarship through the Chick Evans program. While these titles are all confirmed, there are others that will be solidified over the next few months. I will become a top 10 ranked graduate, a college-bound student, and a Holy Trinity alum. Now, what comes after that, I do not know what title awaits me. What I've learned at Holy Trinity over the last 4 years is that it is okay to not have tomorrow planned. As long as you are living today with purpose, you'll end up exactly where you need to be. You see, at HT, we learned that we are in charge of our futures. No one else gets to write them. I get to decide my next title. Because my teachers and mentors, I have the tools and knowledge to live with purpose and zeal. I do this for my mom and for my brother and for the first grader that dreamed of being a teacher one day. I know I am not alone in this journey. Each student at Holy Trinity works hard to ensure their future titles include innovator, leader, and contributor.
Diamond, Susie and I couldn't agree with you more. Because of the support of the HT community, we're not afraid of being pioneers and trailblazers.
As we move on to the next portion of the evening, please know how much we appreciate you and your belief in our potential. We will lead lives of service and leadership, and we will be change makers in our community, city, and country. Thank you.
Speaking of leadership and service, let's talk about tonight's honoree, Mr. and Mrs. Richards.
I've got an idea. Why don't some of our friends share their thoughts on Mr. and Mrs. Richards? Take a look.
I think that we all need heroes and champions in our world that help us to grow. But sometimes it's people that are very close to us. And I think in our world today, as we work to build unity and opportunity for all and to close the achievement gap, to close the economic gap, the hope that comes from people being part of a community and going into communities maybe that they didn't go to before, or meeting people they didn't know, that builds that bridge in that future. And I think that that's what's important about people like Brian and Christine, is that they realize that. And they're thinking about the today and now, but they're thinking about the future as well.
We've known Brian and Christine since college. And I remember when Brian told us about Christine and we first met her, and I remember thinking, wow, she's such a great match for him. They're incredible parents and very philanthropic. They do what they know is right, and their passion with Holy Trinity, the more you talk to them about it, the more you realize how important it is to them to make a difference. And it's easy to follow them because of that.
Brian and Christine are wonderful human beings. They both grew up from very humble beginnings, and everything they do is committed to making the world better. What's amazing is they know that education is truly the game changer. That's why both of them have been so focused and passionate about education, because it changes not only the trajectory of that child, but it changes the trajectory of a family for generations.
My parents have always taught me that education is the best investment that you will ever make. And that's something my parents have always stressed to me and my brothers. I know that it's something that is very important to them, and therefore has become something that they want to show is important to us.
It's good to be involved in Catholic education to learn the morals that a person should have, and basically just learn how to be a good person and follow by God's examples.
I think one of the greatest things about Catholic education is that they're often referred to as parochial schools, meaning open to all. And that was the original, mandate of Catholic schools, was to provide a school for children in a parish, but also for anybody else that wanted to be a part of that community, to get a quality, values-based education.
I think my parents have always recognized the things that they've been given in life, and that they've received a lot of gifts that a lot of other people haven't had the opportunity to receive, and they want to use that to give to others, to make sure that everybody can have a little bit of what they had.
Brian and Christine have made it their mission to offer a Catholic education at Holy Trinity for those who may not otherwise be able to get such a great education. You understand different cultures, you understand different ways of thinking, and then we talk about how we can learn together. And I think that's a big part of what Brian and Christine are all about.
Holy Trinity is an incredibly important community-based organization, just as a structure, as a building in this community that emanates hope.
And when you walk in those doors and you see the students and you see the commitment and you see the passion, by the administrators, by the faculty, by the students. And that's why Brian and Christine have been involved for over 20 years. They truly believe in the mission here. And they know that if they put their full energy into it and they bring others along who have similar passions, it can be incredibly purposeful and meaningful for so many.
I think what it is about Brian and Christine is it's not shiny, it's not bright. It is just a dedicated, consistent effort.
They never seem out of step. They always seem kind of the same mindset, working together, whether they're just sitting next to each other, reading the newspaper, or whether they're actively going to do something. They're both coordinating back and forth to ensure that not only that my siblings have the best upbringing that they can provide for us, but also that other kids in our community and kids in the community of Holy Trinity can benefit from that.
It makes me feel kind of happy that they're willing to help other people and not just help themselves or just their family. Because then everyone's not just living for themselves and not just trying to survive on their own. They're helping people live.
The consistency of Brian and Christine's involvement in this school that I've watched over the last 15 or 20 years has been part of this school's continued growth and improvement by being involved in giving not only their time and their resources, but by inviting their friends, inviting others to make sure that everyone has a chance at a brighter future.
They want to make a difference, and they see that Holy Trinity is a pathway to making a difference because of what's being done here. And I think that inspires other people to want to join on because they see that it really could be impactful, and it has been.
They motivate me by example just by seeing how hard they work and then also how happy they are. The fact that they've worked so hard to get to where they are now, they know what it takes, but they also know how many people have helped them along the way and how important that is.
If I were asked to describe Brian and Christine in one word, I would find it very difficult, but I would use a word like amazing, because I am amazed and find it remarkable how accomplished they are, how successful in all they do, but I'd also say inspired.
Brian and Christine, thank you for what you do, who you are, and what you're going to continue to create in the future.
Thank you for everything you're doing for education to help all the youth through our foundation and through Holy Trinity. We love you both.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations on the day.
Brian and Christine, congratulations on this wonderful award. You are so deserving of it, and we are all better for you being in our lives, particularly the students right here at Holy Trinity and for years to come. Many thanks.
Good evening. I'm Bob Buford, and as last year's honoree, I'm pleased to introduce Holy Trinity's Spes Unica Award recipients for 2021. For 20 years, their faithful leadership has been felt by all members of the Holy Trinity community, in the boardroom, during committee leadership, in support of individual students through the Hosinski Scholarship Program, through providing pro bono legal services, and by recruitment of others to become involved in the mission of Holy Trinity. Their steadfast commitment to the belief that education is the key to opportunity has provided Holy Trinity with two dedicated, caring, and incredibly important leaders. Their passion for all students has been a critical component in their accomplishments for the Holy Trinity mission. Over the past 2 decades, Holy Trinity has experienced none less than a renaissance in its reputation and image, in its vastly improved facilities, in its students' matriculation to college, in its financial foundation, and in its ability to develop a strong and involved board of trustees. As volunteer leaders, this year's honorees have proved instrumental in that growth. Incredibly, they have managed to accomplish so much for Holy Trinity, while at the same time having outstanding careers, becoming involved in their community, and most importantly, loving and caring parents to 4 exceptional children. Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Brian and Christine Richards for this well-deserved honor.
Thank you. We are truly humbled by this recognition. We believe in Holy Trinity. We believe in Holy Trinity because we believe in the American dream. To us, the American dream, which is alive and well, means that any person from any circumstance can achieve anything they want in this great country. As a first-generation college graduate from the South Side town of Burbank, I am living the American dream. Not everyone takes the same path, but we think that the best odds of achieving the American dream requires 5 ingredients: education, belief in oneself, love and support from others, hard work, and persistence. Rooted in the values of the Brothers of Holy Cross, who are the foundation of Holy Trinity, and their mission to educate the heart as well as the mind, Holy Trinity provides its students with all of these ingredients. Holy Trinity provides its students with an excellent education. The school offers a rigorous curriculum and challenges its students. Holy Trinity provides its students with love and support and helps instill in them the belief that they can achieve whatever they are willing to work for. We have seen firsthand countless times how the teachers and staff are so invested in each individual student and his or her future. And of course, this is in addition to the love and support that our students receive from their parents and families, whose sacrifice and belief in the impact of Holy Trinity and a Catholic education is indispensable. Holy Trinity also teaches its students about the virtues of hard work and persistence in the classroom, on the athletic field, and through other clubs and activities.
When Brian first suggested that we get more involved with Holy Trinity, it felt like a perfect way for us to help in our small way to make the world a better place. We were both given many opportunities to learn in safe and challenging environments with love and support of our families and school communities. We wanted to be a part of something that offered that same opportunity to the next generation. When we visited the school and met with the students, we quickly understood that Holy Trinity is a special place. A place where students are challenged to dream big, work hard, and know that the whole community is there to support them. And where students develop skills and confidence for them to know that their dreams are within reach. One of the most fulfilling experiences of our involvement with Holy Trinity is through the Hosinski Scholarship Program. Having an opportunity to meet, engage with, and follow a student over their 4 years at Holy Trinity is such a rewarding experience. We know that there are many opportunities to contribute to our community through charitable giving programs. And like many of tonight's audience members, we participate in several of them. But it is through our involvement in Holy Trinity and its mission that we feel that our contribution is making the biggest impact. Please accept our invitation to see for yourselves and visit Holy Trinity. After meeting the students, you will realize why we are so confident that the future of America is bright. Thank you again for this recognition.
We are honored to serve our mission with the Richards. They are truly examples of what Holy Trinity is all about. And so are all of you, the supporters behind us on this wall, our faculty, staff, and parents, and you at home tonight. We stand together as a Holy Trinity community as we work to prepare our students to find where they belong, live their purpose, and hit the ultimate home run as they take the lead in this world. Speaking of hitting a home run, the gifts have been coming in, guys. Some significant ones, all gifts are significant, but a few. Bob Buford at the $25,000 level. Craig and Kelly Dean at the $25,000 level. And something that I have never seen before, which truly speaks to Holy Trinity being a family. The Richards children, Connor, Grace, Sean, and Finn, have pledged $12,500. Incredible. Guys, this is the moment. How are you feeling? You think we did it? You think we hit that million? Susie, what do you think?
I think we hit it.
What do you think, Diamond?
I think we got it.
You're confident?
Confident.
Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. All right, guys, together. Let's see if we hit the home run. Let's look at the screen. Did we do it? Whoa! Woo! Woo! Wow. Wow. What do you think?
$1 million and plus an extra 8,000.
Yeah, we just threw that in, huh?
Yeah. We really knocked it out of the park tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can one-up your home run to a grand slam by taking a look at the screen to see tonight's live auction winners. Let's see who won what.
Are we going to be like Fernando Tatis?
Aha. John Raitt looks like he's going to Mexico. Chris Schaefer got the pig roast. All right, Chris. Richard Ryan got the dinner at George's. Nick Kepler's going to Hilton Head, another board member. You know, Chris Schaefer, we just should get Notre Dame football tickets because he bids like crazy for those, being a domer himself. And I don't know who this last person is. Mary Ann Bennett, do you know her?
No.
Do you know her?
No.
Do you know her? What if I would say Mary Ann Bop? What would that be?
Oh.
I'm going to Mexico! Woo-hoo!
Yay!
I'll tell you, the number is incredibly impressive tonight. We couldn't have done this without all of you at home. You are really tonight's MVPs. Thank you for giving generously to support the students of Holy Trinity.
And don't forget, you still can win the silent auction. Bidding is open until 9 p.m. tonight.
Thank you for tuning in and letting us take the lead this evening.
Before we go, on behalf of Holy Trinity, I would like to thank our leading sponsors again. AEG Partners with Craig and Kelly Dean, Big Shoulders Fund, Bob Buford, the Geese Foundation, Creighton and Justin Hartenoff, Paul Hastings, John and Diana Raitt, and Wells Fargo. And congratulations, Brian and Christine Richards. You two are leading lights for Holy Trinity's past, present, and future. And how about these students tonight? Fantastic job. I am honored to be on this stage with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I hear that bus. It's got our name. It's time for us to go. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
God bless.
Have a good rest of your evening.